Well, the iPhone 10 came out just a few weeks ago, and it may be on a lot of people's holiday wish list. And these days, heading out without your phone seems pretty necessary to have it, just like grabbing your keys or your wallet.
Absolutely, but ironically, the very device that allows us to be more social and efficient can also drain our interpersonal communication and productivity as fast as a diminishing battery. So I learned some ways you can live a more phone-free lifestyle, and I wanted to see if people were up to the challenge of breaking a smartphone addiction.
For many people, it's the first thing we see when we wake up and the last thing we see before we sleep.
Our cell phone use has become part of our culture.
With nearly 75% of U.S. adults owning a phone, it may seem like we've gone past the point of amusement to downright addiction.
The American Psychiatric Association doesn't actually diagnose a phone addiction, so you won't see any cell phones anonymous anytime soon, but they do say it leads to some obsessive behaviors. That's because using one triggers something called dopamine. It's a chemical in our brain that just makes us feel good, same as when we have a good workout or eat a piece of chocolate.
How often do you think you're on your phone on average?
Per day, I'd say probably about 2 to 3 hours.
Approximately 4 hours.
A lot.
What's a lot?
Whenever I'm not doing anything else.
But sometimes it's good to simply unplug.
I'm trying to not be so addicted to it.
So I did a little research and came up with the smartphone challenge. I'm here at Jittery Joe's this morning to see if people can do any of these ways I've come up with to wean themselves off of their phones. Number one, give it some space. Try leaving your phone across the room. The farther away it is, the less you're tempted to look. Number two, the silent treatment. Try turning off your notifications. When you hear the rings, dings, or buzzes, you want to immediately check that notification. Number three, be an unsocial butterfly. Try deleting the social media apps off of your phone. I know how it is to get lost in the loop of constantly refreshing, and then before you know it, you are deep in somebody's albums looking at pictures of their dogs and hats. We've been there. Number four is establish some ground rules. Try turning off your phone for, say, just 1 hour a day. Let's see what people have to say.
Business call. Can I take this really quick?
Feel free. We'll get back to him. You probably should have made this sign because you look far more artistic than me. What do you think would be the toughest one to try to implement?
Probably giving it space.
The social media would be hard.
We know now in the age of technology that Bible's on the phone, so you don't get as disturbed by it.
What Jesus would do, right?
It would. In 2017, it would.
Do you think that you're addicted to your cell phone?
No.
Do you think you could do any or all of the above here?
No.
I think I could do everyone but number two.
Number two, the silent treatment. You like to hear the little rings and dings.
I have to have my alarms.
I am with you there. I have several and several snooze buttons. Whether you can do one or none of those tricks.
Some people are addicted for the right and wrong reasons.
Many people can agree that smartphones are part of our lives, both for better and for worse. But you don't think that your smartphone habits are in any way having a negative impact on your life?
They probably are having a negative impact, but overall, I'm very happy that I have it.
So I want to take this moment to say you should go ahead and download our MAZ mobile app. It's free in the App Store, but no, in all seriousness, I will actually be joined by a psychologist, Daphne Stevens, this morning at 8:30 on Facebook. She's going to answer your questions about phone habits and why we have them. That will be on our Facebook page, and it should be really interesting because, as you see, there actually is science behind it.
I don't know if I could do any of those, especially the social media one. I feel like that one would be hard.
Yeah, it's absolutely much tougher even than I realized coming up with that list. So, just real quick, I think I need to just...
Right, you take that.
I'll
We'll be right
tease
back while
this.
Carly's on her phone.
Okay.
Stay with us.